Yeah. Empty bottles of red wine laying on the floor from last night. We got a little drunk, yeah. Now I'm a little numb. Spending hours by your bedside, talking till it's dark out somehow. Can get you off my.
Okay, I'm gonna stop manifesting in that photo, y'all, because I've got used to watching that photo.
Now I gotta sit up because I look like a little kid.
I got used to looking at that photo, y'all. Um, but I should have just put this on up there. I was being lazy, and I decided to just log in on this thing from my laptop.
It's not too late.
I mean, I
Boom.
mm. Well, no, it's totally different.
Oh, it is.
It's totally different. I'd have to do the whole thing. Uh,
Oh,
let's
well.
see. Let's see. Let's see if it'll let us enter the studio. Okay.
Well, what do you do?
Ah,
Wow.
but today is not Hot Topic Tuesday,
Well, just
so y'all just give me a minute.
what's a minted?
Every time I get on here, I'm apologizing today. Every time I get on here, we be doing stuff that we ain't got no business doing at the time of our live. But I do realize that had I just logged in on the proper device today, then I wouldn't have had to do this today. I don't know why it tells me to that I can reuse things, and then every time I click in here, I gotta type the whole thing up. I'm just saying, the math ain't math. Okay, so I'm gonna log out of
Ooh,
this.
thank
Okay.
you.
So we are back on the proper device. Oh my gosh. Now look, look, look.
What? Oh, if it's not one thing, it's
Let me
another.
get my charger, y'all. It's the battery's
Unalive.
about to go out on that one. But yeah, today is Freestyle Thursday. If you're just now, if you're figuring out what today is. That's what today is. Where we talk about random stuff, anything goes. And as you can tell, we already ain't talking about shit. But but I am going to be. Let me get my charger, so y'all just hold on, okay? Plug my device in so that it doesn't go out on us while while we are in the middle of working. And voila. Damn, that's fucked up. What are you watching? This says a female police officer dies after suspect spat on her during arrest. Oh, did he have taken fentanyl? I don't, it doesn't say. It just says this female police officer was arresting a suspect when he suddenly spat on her. She initially brushed it off as just part of the job. It wasn't until she found out she was dying that she learned what was in that suspect's spit. Fentanyl. Not necessarily. Possible. I mean, look at her here and then look at her there. It wasn't immediate. It was over time. But it doesn't. I don't want. What do you have in his spit? I don't want to. I don't want to click on it because you know how this stuff goes. Oh, that's crazy. Well, I was talking to Monica last night about Journey Smollett and how her unfortunate divorce is turning nasty. And my whole point in bringing this up is because guys always labeling females as gold diggers, but guys are gold diggers too. And that's what she's dealing with, a gold digger. He's basically wanting to take half of her retirement that she worked for, you know, money that she earned from when she was a child, when she was younger.
And how long were they married?
3 years.
Hell no.
3
Hell
years.
to the no.
And they got one child together. And I believe that she's ordered to pay him child support. I feel like as joint custody, he needs to pay her as well. You know, it's crazy that the courts is awarding these men these kids because these women are successful in Hollywood. You know,
The only way any of that should be, well, first and foremost, none of that should be granted.
None of that.
But the only way it should even be taken into consideration is if I could see it if they were together for possibly maybe 7-8 years before they got married and he grew with her.
But that was money that she made as a child.
Exactly. But I'm just saying, if they grew together and then got married later, but they were only married for 3 years and he's wanting that. No.
And I feel like the statute should only stand at whatever was earned
Once
they said I do.
Exactly.
Once they said I do.
Exactly. So what she earned during those 3 years.
And the sad thing is he didn't have nothing to bring. What did he bring to the table?
Probably nothing.
Besides the D.
If that was any good.
I mean, it was good enough to give her one baby.
You don't even really have to have good sex to produce a child. You can
I'm saying that's all he brought.
But I'm just, yeah. And how do you know that's even, you know what, that's another story. you know I go over all scenarios.
So, I mean, I feel bad for Journey because she worked hard for that money and he's wanting to take half of it.
But that's the thing. These actresses and actors get with these spouses and they see a cash cow, especially once the child is brought into it.
I also see a double standard on a lot of things because, like, okay, with her being the breadwinner, and we just got through talking about this topic, but with her being a breadwinner, what makes him entitled to anything if he didn't bring anything to the table?
And you know what? That's the thing. They're going to look at it as that. He was the stay-at-home husband who took care of the household.
Okay,
she went outside the home and worked.
I see alimony. I even see child support if it was agreed upon that you wanted one parent to stay at the house and that way the child is raised by a parent and not a caretaker.
But okay,
I can
but to
see
backdoor,
that.
but to backdoor that, are you sure that there was no one coming inside the home providing for that child other than him?
No,
Exactly.
no, not unless she's got cameras around her home. Um, mm, I'm I'm just noticing that a lot of celebrity females, they're going through this thing. The first person that I saw it go through was Britney. Kevin Federline, I feel like, set it off for men to target women. Okay.
Ooh, and that was years ago.
I feel like he set it off. And once he had those kids with her,
Well,
because
but
he
you know
already
what?
wasn't.
You can't just blame him because she had her own issues
No, no, no.
herself.
I'm not blaming him for
Oh,
her.
okay. Oh,
I'm saying he set it off.
Okay, okay.
I'm saying he set it off as a trend for men to do that to women because, when he got with Brittany, they had a whole big messy relationship to begin with.
True.
And because of how he was in a relationship with Shar, or however you pronounce her name.
I know who you're talking about.
And they had kids together, and he just dogged her out because Brittany Brittany was interested in.
That's what they do.
And she had more money, so he just dogged her clean out. Okay, I'm not understanding how
that's what they're doing in that world, because didn't Jello just do that with his family?
I think so.
Yeah. He just left the woman he was with, who had just had a baby.
So this is what I think. What I was wondering, a question, like outcome wise. Okay, so we're using Kevin Federline as an example. Okay, so he and Shar, I think they had 2 kids.
I think so.
I think they had 2 kids together when he started dating.
We
Britney
know he
Spears.
definitely had one.
Yeah, when he started dating Britney, I think him and Shar already had a family. Okay, and then he started a family with Britney. Him and Britney had 2 boys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then they got a divorce. And he took her for half of everything and won. Got child support and alimony out of that. Okay.
I think for me and his pal.
He wasn't taking care of Shar's kids. Once he dogged her out, they was having issues, right?
Mm-hmm.
With him taking care of their kids. So how is he winning if he gets half of what Brittany got? Then shouldn't Shar backdoor?
She should have.
And take half of everything.
If it were me, I would have. I'm like, okay, he got all this money coming in. We're going to go back and modify.
Yeah. So that's what I was just, kind of.
We're going to modify this
that money's not untouchable because it's income.
And we're going to modify this child support. You have all this extra money coming in. It's time for you to start taking care of our kids now.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because the state doesn't consider child support income because it's already tax money. When it's paid to you, the money's already been taxed, so they don't consider it as income for a family. But why are these people still able to get government benefits if they're getting a lot of money?
And that's the crazy part, because if you're receiving government benefits, you have to put the father on child support.
Well, I guess certain ones for sure.
I guess because
like TANF and stuff like that, you definitely do.
And Medicaid.
Yeah, and
because they're saying
because they want to be paid back.
Right. Because if you're not willing to make the father do his part, then we're not willing to help you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which, I mean, I can see
it.
that. Yeah.
I can understand it. I just wasn't understanding how it's just becoming a normal trend for when women go through divorces with men. Kelly Clarkson lost her custody of her boys because she's a public figure. You know what I'm saying?
I guess they feel that because you're a public figure, you won't have time for your children.
And it's like, well, I'm the stay-at-home dad. I should get custody.
But why are you a stay-at-home dad? Is it because of who you were married to or who you have children by? Is that why you're able to be a stay-at-home father?
She's having to pay him a lot of money.
Yeah, because he's a stay-at-home dad.
A lot of money. And it's like, but
she's affording you that luxury.
But look at when Deion Sanders, when he divorced Pilar. Didn't him and Pilar have like
4, 5, 6 kids or something like
I
that.
know they had a lot.
They had a lot of kids. And when he divorced Pilar, just days before their 10-year anniversary, and that prenup was gonna be void, he divorced her and she got nothing. Even though she had the kids. The double standard. You get what I'm saying? She got nothing.
And
Side chicks
I
get
think
more than the wives
they
do
they
in
do.
divorces.
They do.
Because
And
she's
not only, hold on, back up now. Not only in divorces, in marriages too.
yeah. Well, I'm saying like
That's why
yeah.
that's why a lot of people prefer to be a side chick, because they reap more benefits.
Yeah, because it's like they pop out a baby by you, and that's automatically guaranteed $60,000 a year and up. So they don't have to work until their child is of age.
That's a guaranteed check.
You know, that's a guaranteed income, non-taxable income
Mhm.
for them. And so I'm just kind of curious in why am I trying to listen?
Don't even put it up, because whatever is right there, you're gonna use it for a mouse. Your phone can be there. You're gonna use it for. If it's a pen there, you're gonna use it for a mouse.
I'm sitting up here. I'm on my tablet, y'all. I'm on my tablet. I didn't switch from the laptop, and I done got on the tablet. And I'm trying to use my mouse to navigate. I'll just sit there right there.
You're gonna grab it about 20 more times.
Yeah, I am. So,
it cannot be there, and you're going to reach for it.
But I forgot all about trying to figure out if anybody. Let me just do this.
Oh, that's why.
Because I have not fully learned this whole thing, and I can't see anybody's comments if anybody has any.
More.
So, comments if anybody has any. Okay, so there we go. But yeah, I was just wondering, because it just seems kind of weird to me that it's such a double standard with that. I don't want anybody that's going through a divorce to have to lose any of their hard-earned work. You get what I'm saying? To someone that did not contribute, nor did they bring anything to the table. So it doesn't matter if you're a male or a female, because both sides become victimized. You know what I'm saying? There are innocent parties in this. But moving on from that topic, I let's see. I know I did have some. Oh, there they go, right there. I wanted to ask the question like, I don't know if I really want to get that deep today.
Girl, ask that question.
Well, I'll save it for Saturday. I will, because it is kind of like a Saturday kind of thing, like a relationship topic kind of thing. So I'm not gonna do that. What else? Well, I guess we can kind of talk about just how crazy my week has been, my month, the year. Has been kind of rough. I know a couple people might have seen my post on Facebook saying keep my family in your prayers, because our family is going through a lot right now. And it's because I'll just say my family is blessed, very, very blessed. I will say that we are and have been blessed. We are a very big family. My immediate family are Walkers, and sub to the Walkers is Caldwell's. So that's on my mom's side. We've been very blessed. And for the Walker family, my grandmother had 13 kids, and for well over 35 plus years, she had 12.
Oh wow, that is a blessing.
She had 12 living. And then she lost her second child just a few years ago, you
Mm-hmm.
know, uh, just a few years ago. So, but before he passed, my grandfather and my great grandmother, they passed away in the early 2000s. So we haven't had an immediate passing in our family since then.
Yeah, that's a blessing.
And before them, uh, like I said, my grandmother had her first older child that died in his 20s, and I had a cousin that died in her early preteens. And besides those two, and I was in middle school when she died. If I was even in middle school, I was between the age of 11 and maybe 13, somewhere in between there.
And y'all hadn't lost anybody since then?
And we hadn't lost anybody immediately besides those two until the year I got married in 2000 was my grandfather. And maybe a year or two after him in 2002 or something like that, my great grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
So my great grandmother was a part of my life for 22 years, which is a blessing. Um, and we hadn't had any immediate loss all that time until um, I had a first cousin pass away uh, only a few years ago, and then an uncle, which is her second child, her second loss, an uncle, maybe a year or so after him. So it's like we haven't had any immediate losses that would hit us personally
Mm-hmm.
in our family. But I can't help but think that rent came due as a metaphor. Bills came due. Because now we having loss after loss. You know, a year ago, my aunt lost one of her sons. And then at the end of February, she lost her husband. And a week after burying him, she lost another son.
Wow.
And a week after him, we have not settled his passing yet. We have not settled his passing yet. And my aunt suffered a stroke from it all. And now, a week after that, we just suffered another loss, an uncle. So it's like we're just being hit, 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 hit. Um, and like I said to my family, because three of the losses are from one immediate household family. My aunt, my grandmother, first child is my aunt, and she is her family that's being hit the hardest because she has to deal with those three losses just in her own household alone, losing two kids and a husband. And and so it's hard for the family to help provide for the services, and because she's getting hit back to back, back to back. So we haven't the children of the cousin that just passed. They haven't been able to settle his services just yet. Um, so it's my message today on that is, and I'm not gonna say he didn't think about this because he did. He did think about it. He had a plan put in place. So for families that don't have a plan put in place for your final resting period, your final resting days, put one in place because it's hard for families to do that nowadays. And it's getting harder
Mm-hmm.
for families to do that. And unfortunately, as much as we want to help, it's hard for us to become the life insurance of family members. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the cost is so high. And when you're going through it like how my family's going through it, having to deal with 3 losses in less than a month's time, it becomes too much.
Yeah, that's how it was for us in 2022. Because, you know, I had my car accident in June, and my nephew was already in the hospital. He had been in the hospital since, well, he went in February, he got out. Then he went back at the end of March, and he didn't get back out. And he passed away November 7th of 2022. And then 8 days later, my brother passed away. So, you know, we had 2 deaths 8 days apart. And my brother passed away 2 days before his birthday, which was a day before my granddaughter's birthday. And he and my granddaughter were like this, so it hit her the hardest. So November is a really hard time for my family.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I know what you're going through.
Yes.
So I mean, it's hard to have to bury 2 immediate family members, and my nephew was only 29.
Yeah, and see, his life was cut short so young, and it's like as fast as you cry the tears and you try to dry the tears, you wake up to a phone call of something else happening, you know.
And my brother was unexpected. He had aspiration pneumonia, and he just couldn't recover from it. So
Oh goodness.
yeah.
But that's it. I mean, I myself, sibling wise, I have a huge sibling group, you know, because my sister and I, we were blessed to have 3 fathers. We were blessed to have 3 fathers from my mom's 3 relationships that she had throughout the duration of our life. Our biological father, naturally, he has, I think it's 8 of us total. I think. I'm getting older, y'all, but I think it's 8 of us total. But we have lost 2 of us. We have lost 2 of us, and they were very young because my brother was still in his 30s and my sister was still in her early 40s when they both passed away. Now, it was not a surprise that my brother passed away because he'd been sick his whole life.
Oh wow.
You know, he was born with a form of jaundice of the liver. So he'd been sick his entire life. He could not catch a common cold or anything of the sort, or he would be in ICU. So he had a liver transplant. I want to say in his late 20s or maybe early 30s.
Mm-hmm.
He had a liver transplant, and I think his transplant came from a donor that was in his 80s. Because I don't know if my brother had a rare blood type or what, or if it was just so many people that needed a transplant of the same that he just was on a long list.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not quite sure. But when he did get the liver, my brother aged.
Oh.
He aged. He looked as if he looked like a older, frail person. He looked like he was in his 60s. He looked, in my opinion, he was very frail. He seemed more fragile once he got the transplant versus before.
So it didn't make him more vibrant.
But I mean, but it helped him. He had custody of his kids, and he was raising them to the best of his abilities. You know, thankfully,
The surgery itself could have just taken a toll on him.
right? I mean, he didn't know how to take care of the organ.
Oh, okay.
You know, so so he lost his life later on, but he was able to raise his kids to the best of his ability. You know what I'm saying? And with the help of one of my younger sisters, they share a mom. The 3 of them, 2 boys and a girl, they share a mom. She was pretty much the head of them because their mom had passed away when they were young. I think my sister was straight out of high school when her mom passed away, you know. So So it was pretty much them to just lean on each other. Granted, my dad, he's here, but he's not here. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, when you dealing with so many losses like that back to back, it's so hard for families to. It's already hard for them to cope and to try to get their bearings together and everything. And right as they finalize one service, here's another service, and then here's another service. You know, and then my cousin, like I said, he had a plan in place, but because he got sick and suffered a stroke himself, that put him in a fragile state. I think nobody knew anything about what he had going on
Mm-hmm.
financially on how to secure what he had in place while he was not there to handle it himself. So, um, so I don't for families that's not thinking about that sort of thing, it's this is a day and age where families need to think about that.
Yeah. And the younger, the better.
Yeah,
The cheaper.
families need to think about that because um, when I got to where that I hadn't worked like over this past year, I hadn't worked in 8 months. I couldn't afford our policies. I had to tell my kids, my daughter, listen, I need you to take over because I'm not working. I'm not going to be able to afford it, so that y'all don't go without y'all policies, so that she can take over those policies. You know, now me putting them in the policies because I want to make sure that what they was already in policies from when they were kids. But once they turn 21, you have to roll your kids over on their own policies.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just kept up those payments. You get what I'm saying? But since this past year, not working for 8 months, no, I need y'all to kind of take over y'all policies so that so y'all can have something in place. I always talk to my kids about this stuff too. Like anytime I get on the road, because I'm not a traveler, I'm scared to death. So anytime I know I'm finna leave and go, I don't care if it's Kilgore. We have to talk about the policies, what to do, where they at, everything. We got all that put in place.
Yeah. Mine are, well, right now they're in storage, but at least one of mine know what to do. You just sign. Don't let them know how much it is.
Yeah, and just go. I mean, you don't, even if you can't afford to have the monthly, then you do have a pre-need option. A lot of people don't know that there's a pre-need option in place for families that cannot afford to get a policy. Then you can just go down to your your funeral service home of choice and just set yourself up a pre-need. You can sit there and plan out your whole service for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I told my mom the other day that's probably what I want to do, just to make it easy on my family. You know, I don't want them to have to worry about anything because they're already going to have to deal with the loss. So I don't want them to have to worry about absolutely nothing. You know, um, I didn't want. I really hated to, you know, um, talk about stuff like this, but at the same time, I don't think it's talked about enough. And what we have is a lot of families that's left uninsured
Excuse me.
and unprepared. And so I just wanted to kind of put that out there that if you're not thinking about it, now's the time to think about it because you're never. When I was growing up, I always thought old people died.
Yeah, I think everybody thinks that until it hits home.
Until it hits and you find out a kid died. Since when do kids die? Why did they die? You have a
Can we
gazillion
hit
questions.
the reset button?
Yeah, you have a gazillion questions trying to understand. So if you're not thinking about it, now's the time to think about it because there's no age cap on when it's your time to go. And if you don't want your family to fret about handling anything for you, then I will go ahead and start and put it in place. If you don't know how to get started, I don't know anybody that's selling insurance personally, um, but definitely look into a pre-need service where you can just go and just pay for a service and then have that in place, have that paid in full certificate that says your service is already handled, and you done planned it out how you wanted it and everything at the funeral home, and then everything is set for you. You know, I just kind of wanted to put that out there that I got two aunties dealing with a loss right now,
Yeah.
and some cousins, and it's from my immediate family on my mom's side. Two of her sisters.
Cremated.
Huh?
Gonna be cremated.
Okay, no. Now I will say that, like I told my sister and my kids, like I don't want a funeral. So I'm putting it right here. I do not want a funeral. I want to go ahead and be buried. I don't want to sit at the front of the church. Y'all go ahead and bury me, and then y'all can go back to church and have a memorial. Because I don't want to sit there while y'all having church. I want to go ahead and go on to glory. That's what I want. And plus, I don't want people all over me that I didn't even like.
Oh, you want to have an invitation only service?
Pretty much.
Oh yeah, no,
Pretty,
she didn't fuck with you. You
pretty
can't
much.
go.
Pretty much. I don't even.
Now
Want,
you know she didn't like you. I don't even know why you
I
here.
don't even want to fake it from the past. While I'm in my past, and I don't even want to fake it. I don't. If I didn't mess with you,
But they gonna be sitting there. Did you feel some wind go by?
it be them fake ones that be falling all on your casket and stuff. No. Just
I felt some wind, and that's you trying to hit them.
you interfering. You interfering with my family's grievance, and I'm gonna need for you to exit left, ma'am, or sir, whoever. I just want to go ahead and just put me on to glory, and then y'all can have the memorial later on.
You looking at him? I hope
So
you choke on
if
that
you
piece
want
of
to see
chicken.
me, you'd have to see me at the funeral home before the service, because they're gonna bury. I want to be buried first. I want to be buried first.
Yeah.
I when I worked for a family, I worked for a doctor, and I saw that for the first time, and I was like, why are we at the graveyard?
Oh, they had a graveside service
Yeah, they had a graveside service first. And
first.
so I was done.
Wait. They had a graveside service first.
Well, you know, there's always a graveside service. Anytime that you gather out there as a group and they say a couple of words and do a prayer, that's a service.
Okay, but usually if they have a graveside service, that's it. It's one and done.
They went to the church and had a memorial.
Oh, okay. Well,
And
did they go to the church and have a memorial or the repast?
I mean, it's all the same to me.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know the difference because I had never experienced it before. But what I did experience, that it was so mellow. There wasn't no tears. The tears was at the graveside.
Have you ever been to a Jewish funeral?
Mm-mm.
They're so different.
Yeah, the tears was at the graveside, and that way, when they got to the memorial, all they did was just speak on memories of that person.
Oh yeah, that was the memorial.
And colleagues got up there and spoke on the history of them working together and stuff like that. And it was just no tears. It was just memories.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, and I enjoyed that. And you had the choir sing one song. It wasn't no concert. One song. And we were out of there. I was like, I want that. That's what I said. I want that. That was peaceful. You know, because my family already is gonna have to grieve the loss. So having me sitting up there up front just don't sit right with me, because they can't heal, in my opinion. But that's just me. Don't y'all pay attention to me. My mindset, trust me, y'all don't want it. And no, nobody taught me this. I'm this way naturally, you know. But I just want to publicly tell my family that I love them very much. And sorry for the things that they're enduring. And I am here if you need me. And if you are not thinking about any of this stuff, it's time to think about it.
Yes, it is.
And I personally don't want to meet my family members under these circumstances. I don't want to meet once a year for family reunions, and I don't want to meet when somebody passed away, in my opinion. So I'm verbally putting that out there. And if anybody feel any type of way about what I just said, I apologize. It is not my intent to hurt anybody's feelings.
You know, this is a little off subject, but that's one reason why I don't talk to half of my family, because that's the only time that they reach out is when it's close to a family reunion. Any other time, it's never. Even on Facebook, I used to, say, "Hey, how y'all doing?" No response.
I mean,
So now it's.
I don't know why I'm not
I just stay
family
to my.
oriented.
I used to try to be, but now I speak when you speak. If you don't speak, it's leave me alone. I don't want to be bothered. Don't try to do it now. Now that I'm damn near 50, don't try to reach out to me when I was trying to do it when I was younger. When I was trying to build that bond when I was younger. Don't try to do it when it's time, because now it's time for our family reunion. Oh, Monica, what's your address? The same thing it was before. Or you know what?
Mine is
No,
why.
no. Send it to my mama address. You don't need my address.
Mine is why.
What's your phone number? If you don't have it, you don't need it. Send it to my mama address.
Yeah.
Because all that communication stuff, it's old. Because when I was trying to do it when I was younger, don't try to do it now that I'm damn near 50.
I never conformed when I was younger.
I did, because I wanted to be that big family that would get together and do family trips. Hey, y'all, let's meet up in Disney World. Let's go to Disneyland. Let's go to Gatlinburg.
That has never been me.
That was me.
My whole family can go to Timbuktu and have a whole good old time, and I'm be like, well, call me when y'all make it, and call me when y'all
let's
get
do
back.
it. Let's do a family. Let's do a family cruise. Let's all meet in Galveston. Where we meeting at to get on the boat?
I'd be like, it's too hot. Nope, I can't drink all that
But
water.
see,
nope, it's too far
I'm
away.
a traveler. I will throw
It's
my
like,
entire suitcase in a
an
washing
excuse.
machine and pull it out when it's ready to dry and ready to get in the car and go. That's me. I'll go. Hey, passport ready.
I had an excuse for everything. I will not lie about it.
Where we going?
The only
How much is the flight?
The 2 trips I went on, and I did enjoy myself, was Chicago and Missouri, and that was for both of my kids that enlisted in the military.
I haven't had a trip yet that I have not enjoyed. Turks and Caicos. I'm so mad. I didn't get to go to St. Lucia. I'm mad. I'm mad. I'm mad.
Nah, I went there to those
Jamaica.
places.
I mean, who don't go to Jamaica? Everybody go to Jamaica.
Not me.
Nicaragua, loved it. Loved looking in the volcano. I loved it. All of that.
I can't do it. I'll cry. I will.
I want to go to Greece. I want to go to Rome. I want to go to Italy. I want to go everywhere.
and I'm just very comfortable going. I'm not even very comfortable, because even I'm on edge. Even when we just simply go to Dallas, I'm on edge.
Goodness.
I'm on edge if we go to Arlington.
Dallas. Listen,
I'm on edge.
Listen, I go to. This is what I would do on a Saturday. That's where I go to get my waxes. I will go up there and get my wax and come back. That's it. That's all.
I'm on edge.
3 hours.
I'm on edge if we go to Arlington. I swear.
That is a turn and burn.
I swear.
I'll do a turn and burn in Houston.
And even like if Brian wants to go to Longview, I'll go with him. But I call my mom. My mom letting you know that me and Brian on our way to Longview.
That's just up the street. Me and my sister used to literally drive to Longview every single morning. And it was to the point to where whenever we got on the interstate, we would always meet up with the same car. If we didn't honk, they would honk like, boop, boop, good morning. And that was it.
See, y'all know. Nah, I swear. And I'll be ready to go when I'm there. Because I'm not there. I'm just there along for a ride.
And if we had to catch up to the car, they'd be like, you were late. It was the morning routine.
See, I don't know why I am that way. I do not know why. And if I'm going to, if you tell me let's go to a convention, and we go to that convention when it's over, and then you detour from home, where you going?
Oh, we stopping over here at what? But it was one time. Listen, I think was it
You
El
say okay, we're
Paso we
gonna go
went
get
to?
something to eat. Okay, I'm gonna go get something to eat.
It was it was one time. I don't remember if
I'm
we were
still
going
ready to go.
I think we were going to El Paso. We were going somewhere, but either way, we had to stop at this outlet. We stopped at this outlet mall. My brother was shocked. We stopped at this outlet mall and we bought so much stuff we could hardly get it in the truck on the way back because we bought so much stuff.
Now that we did that in Chicago. Thankfully, I had my Buick, and I had just got that car. Oh, I love that car to death.
No, we had an SUV.
And we had the SUV, but it was me, him, my mom, and our four kids.
We had a big SUV. We didn't have a Enclave. We had a
like a Euro van.
No. What does he have?
A 15 passenger.
No, it wasn't a van. What is? Oh God, what is it? It's a Denali. It's a
like an expedition type, like something big.
Yeah, it's big.
The GMC Denali.
Yes. We could hardly get everything in there.
But say they don't have no trunk space.
Yes, it does.
Not
it
really.
has third row, and we let the third row down because it was just me, my brother, and my sister.
I mean, I had that too.
But this is bigger than that. This is bigger than an Enclave.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna stand up in them things.
You can stand up.
Yeah, but we enjoyed ourselves. This is Braylon. See, Braylon's a homebody like me. Braylon was like, we went to the mall, and boys went their way, girls went their way, and we get back together, and Braylon was like, "Don't spend all the money. What if we get lost and we run out of gas on the way home?"
You have marked
that is child. My child.
Lord. He gonna be in a box just like his mama. Lord.
I went all the way up there and I bought one thing for myself, and that was a red burgundy sweater that I wear all the time from Maurice's. And it's just because I love that sweater. It actually is a comfortable sweater. And I wear it all the time. That's the only thing. And I was like, dang, I should have got other colors if I'd have known it was going to be this comfortable to wear, you know? But that's the only thing I bought. And everybody else had shoes, clothes.
That's just like going to another country and getting a hamburger.
Brian took me to the Cheesecake Factory for the first time, and I swear I did not know how to order my food, and I just ordered a burger.
Their tomato basil pasta is so good. Oh, I thought I wasn't gonna like it, but oh my God.
Like when because I just wasn't used to doing it, going out and stuff like that. And that's by choice.
Listen, if you go, you have to. Now, I'm a picky eater. I will admit, I will be the first to say I'm a very picky eater, but I will at least try something different once. Just like whenever I go somewhere different, I at least try the local cuisine once.
I mean, like we'll go to different places now, but it don't be what it do.
But here, no, of course not.
It don't be what it do. Now, let's see, we went somewhere. Oh, we went to the Cracker Barrel. I had never ate at the Cracker Barrel, and this was in Missouri.
The Cracker Barrel ain't all that.
I'm just gonna set that right there.
Yeah,
it was overpriced.
I compare the Cracker Barrel to Starbucks. Starbucks is overrated and overpriced. I don't do Starbucks.
And it's cluttered with a bunch of junk.
It is.
You want to be a restaurant.
You walk in and be like, what the hell is all this shit? It's like you're walking in a hoarder's house.
And it's at the front of the store.
At least have that shit at the back.
It's at the front of the store. And then you got this small little eating area.
Then whatever you buy is gonna smell like food.
It was overpriced. But they literally had this in Missouri. They had this little you know how like back in the days of the matter of fact, it was like a uh Back to the Future.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the milkshake place,
Mm-hmm.
that little metal building, tin building,
Mm-hmm.
oblong. Yeah, that's what they had.
That's what they had for sale, or that's what it looked like.
No, that was the restaurant.
Cracker Barrel?
No.
Oh. I'm about to say, what the hell? Shit.
I can't describe it. I can't describe it, but it was a restaurant.
Let me
Kind
tell
of like
you.
that.
Wait.
They food was superb.
But you know, that's the way it is. I'm just about to tell you. This place we went to in Mississippi. It's called Cock of the Walk. Oh my God. When I tell you,
That food was good.
that food was off the chain.
Yeah, I ate the burger. I went and got the fish. I ate it was good. Each dish was good.
Ooh.
Each dish was fresh.
But yep.
And it's like over there in Missouri.
My mom,
The part where we was at, it was like everybody was on a curfew.
everybody was like, my mom and my sister were like, let's go to Cock of the Walk. Cock of the Walk? What the heck? Cock of the Walk? I don't want that.
That sounds suspicious.
Cock of the Walk? What they serve? They got some good fish. I'm like, all right. Man, I could not get enough. Oh, yes.
I love fish. I can eat fish every day.
I could too.
I can eat fish every day. Good
Fried,
fish. I can eat
baked.
fish every day. If
Yes.
whoever cooking it got to know what they doing, and I can eat it every day. I never get tired of fish as long as it's cooked right.
Gotta be filleted. I don't want no bones in my fish.
Yeah, I can't see it. Like my sister, like they had a fish fry. My uncle, the uncle that passed away,
I can't eat fresh fish. I cannot eat fish that's just
freshly
and
caught.
fried.
That's what I was just gonna say.
It tastes too fishy. Too.
She didn't tell me that she stuck that fish in my freezer.
You tell me about that.
And I opened my freezer, and all I see is these eyes looking at me. I'm like, "What is this?" And threw it in the trash. And she came for it.
I would have been mad at you.
I was like, "Oh, that's what that was, girl." I threw that in the trash.
I would have been mad at you. You know how expensive fish is?
They had to go to Sam's and buy some fish.
And I would have came back and said, there you go.
I was like, I can't eat my fish like that. No way.
Well, you just wouldn't have been eating no fish. But you know what? I have a friend that I can see him take some fish out of the water, fillet it, put it in a brine, and then fry it. And it will not taste like fresh caught fish.
I mean, when I was a kid, we used to go fishing with my grandma Big all the time. We called my grandma Big. We used to go fishing, and I thought it was so cool. Oh, let me get the worm. You know, you a kid, you don't know no better.
I was that one kid that was not playing
But
with
then
worms.
once you pick it up and it moving and everything, and then they kill it when they stick it on the hook, I was done.
I wasn't playing with worms.
I was done.
I would play in mud, but I wasn't playing it. Nope.
And then grandma sit there, you want to help me scale some fish? Sure.
Nope.
And I sit there, that one time you got me. You just got all that scale stuck all over you. You smell like fish. You know what I mean? You got me that one time.
I guess I was a clean, dirty kid. Yeah, no, I wasn't doing no worms.
I just could not see my fish. Like, eating fresh fish is not what bothers me. If you go out and you fish and you catch it and you prepare it, I just can't see it.
I can see it.
If I see the
but
face,
if I taste
and
it,
I see you
and
cut
it
the
tastes
head
fishy,
off,
I can't eat it.
I cannot eat it like that once I see you cut that head off. Because
that don't bother me. It's the taste.
I can't do it.
Because I was telling him, I'm not going to be able to eat that because it's going to taste fish. He said, it ain't going to taste fish. I said, yes, it is. You just caught that.
And
I just saw you catch it.
And I always wonder,
he said,
like,
it ain't going to taste fishy. Watch.
Okay. Families go catch a catfish and put that'd be the main dish on the table. But kids, y'all can't have it because y'all too little. But what we going to eat?
Chicken nuggets.
They didn't have chicken nuggets back then. It was just chicken. Fish was the luxury.
Well, you know what? That's like if I put some meat on the grill and we have ribs, kids under a certain age are not getting ribs if I'm grilling because kids will waste the ribs.
Okay, I can see that.
People when they come to my house, I let them know, kids, them over there, they can't have. Why? Because I cooked it and I said so, and they're going to waste it. Well, my kids know how to. Well, okay, well, go buy your kids some. These are mine.
I cook some ribs and honey, don't nothing. If anything get wasted, it ain't gonna be no ribs. It be the chicken. The chicken on the bone. Because they're not gonna waste no ribs. So I usually have to buy 2 racks.
But the meat just gonna fall off. But the meat gonna fall off, and the meat is gonna fall right on their plate, and they just gonna leave it there.
They don't waste that. Now I was this big growing up because I was very, oh my gosh. I mean, my family members that know me, I used to suck on bread to survive. You give me a piece of bread and I suck on that bread for days. I swear to God. My mama used to want me to swallow that bread. Just sit up the second. And it was a survival tactic for me because they always had food on their table that I didn't eat. You go up in there, it smells so good. It smelled good. I'm like, oh, what is that? Greens. Well, what's that fat stuff off in there? Oh. Hog maw or pig feet or some other sort in there.
Pig feet. I ain't never had greens with pig feet in it.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just using it as an example.
I'm about to say because I wouldn't eat that.
Something of the sort of an animal's part was in that greens or them beans or them peas or something, and for seasoning, and that was a done deal. I lived off of butter and sugar sandwiches. I lived off of ketchup sandwiches, jelly sandwiches.
Ketchup?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I could have understood barbecue sauce. But
bean sandwiches?
Beans? What the? How the hell you eat a bean sandwich?
I swear. Those are pure poor boy.
No, for real. You could have said beans and cornbread. Or just beans.
Listen, we didn't have noodles.
Pork and beans. Bean and weenies.
Or your cousin go in there and fry up some potatoes, but it ain't like fries. It's the soft cooked, half fried, half boiled, look like breakfast potatoes.
With the onions and salt and pepper.
But as soon as you stick that onions in there, that was a done deal. Like I'd go to bed hungry. I wouldn't eat.
But you could have moved the onions around and got the potato.
They served chicken. If everybody ate all the chicken legs, you know they give you chicken. You only got 2 legs. So it's like, I don't know what I'm going to eat.
A breast or a thigh?
I didn't know nothing about that. Because, as a kid, the family always give the kids the legs. You know what I'm saying? When you serve a kid a plate, you always give a kid a leg, right?
Or a thigh.
No, you always give them a leg. Because the thighs back then were big pieces of meat.
Or a wing.
So you give them a little piece of meat, which is usually a leg, right?
Or a wing.
No, wings were big too.
Some of them.
I ain't never seen a little wing until I seen these chicken places the other day. Until you see these places of the day, because baby, churches, I don't know where they get their chicken off of.
Oh, you know what? I didn't get to cook my chicken wings today. Before I do it, when I woke up, Ted walked in my room.
I'm glad I brought my lifeline, y'all. I'm glad. Let me get out the camera.
You better not have no food.
I don't got no food, so. But I got my bread.
Oh God. You better not start sucking on it either.
I sure do. And my butter.
And guess what? She ain't gonna be able to eat it because I got it right here.
I brought that croissants because I was ready to eat me some chicken. speaking it into existence.
What had happened was last night at work, I was saying I had a taste for some chicken, and she gonna bust it and say, "I beat you to it. I had some today."
I did.
With some little mini croissant,
And it was fresh.
and I threw the biscuit in the trash. So
Yeah.
I said, "You know what? I'm gonna cook some today and bring it. I have my little. I'm gonna have some wingettes with what side am I gonna have? Yeah, but I'm gonna sit up there and I'm gonna smack it on camera." So yeah, that's why she got these croissants, because she thought she was gonna have some chicken.
I did.
Yeah, but I didn't have to, because my gracious son, right as I woke up, walked into my room with some chicken strips from Dairy Queen. Yeah, he was so
Listen.
sweet. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I can't afford Dairy Queen. That's a luxury.
Didn't I say my son? Shit.
Dairy Queen is a luxury now, y'all. You go get chicken strips by itself, and it's like $12,
And he had it door dashed.
and that's before taxes. And you add drinks to it and stuff, and you spending about $16, $15 for that food.
And he had a blizzard, but he
See,
mm-hmm.
I don't even look at Dairy Queen commercials because I feel some type of way.
And they hold that blizzard
There go
upside down.
DQ click. I don't even want to see your commercial. I can't afford your food. You high.
Dairy Queen is high, but they not as high as Whataburger.
No. I can do Whataburger because they got some on the menu for $9, $10.
And you know what? Dairy Queen do. I'm not Dairy Queen. Whataburger do give you a lot of coupons now. I guess because they know that shit is high.
Whataburger get coupons?
Heck yeah, in the app. Just like right now, you can get a breakfast for $5.
Really?
You must not be looking at the app. You can get a honey butter biscuit and a drink for $5, or taquito and a drink for $5.
Where you see this at?
In the app.
Ooh, they got BOGO Water Wings
Oh yeah, that expires soon.
on the what's today? Oh, tomorrow.
Girl, you don't be using that. Girl, I use this app faithfully. And you know the thing is,
How you wait? I
I
don't navigate this thing unless I'm getting something free. So where's the coupon?
Ooh, that's it. That's it. You just click on it. And guess what? I have the app on both phones.
So you got points up.
I didn't know it. I kept wondering why I was getting 2 emails from Whataburger. Then I clicked on it. I was like, wait, this got 2 different amounts. I got it on my other, that's my other
snap.
phone. Cool, okay, cool.
Now I'm a Chick-fil-A person.
Me too. Let me see how many points I got on Chick-fil-A.
Let me see my points now. On Chick-fil-A, y'all, I be winning. I'm just saying, I got 12,000 points.
I only had 9,000.
So
Well, I used some the other night, but
I'll be winning. So yes.
at McDonald's,
I had the McDonald's app, and let me tell you, I used it one time. I ain't gonna lie, I used it one time, and I didn't get nothing free off of it. I deleted it.
the thing I don't like about McDonald's is my points. So why can't I use as many points as I want at one time? You can only use one thing. But see, McDonald's, I be getting
They
like
just
the
do
drinks.
they just do like a buy one get one kind of thing.
Well, I use some points to get Jameer some fries the other day. But right now, on one phone, I have 8,638 points.
Man, I threw that.
And then on the other phone,
I threw that right in the trash basket.
I
I didn't get nothing free, so
have 9,003 points. And then,
and that's through Chick-fil-A,
no, that's on
McDonald's.
Oh, no, I don't want that.
No, I don't do McDonald's.
Cancel that.
But yeah, baby,
Okay, cool.
I was itty bitty because I was very picky with my food choice.
Hold on. Hello. Yes. At the office. What about the other 25? Okay. Well. Sorry about that. Oh, so what you pointing at me for? I saw that. My son owes me some money.
I was up there.
Trying to make sure he leave my
Listen,
funds.
since she didn't bring no chicken, and I stole these croissant rolls.
Look at you. Look at you.
Bree had these croissant rolls, and it didn't seem like she was eating them, so I was like, okay, well, I'll just help you to it. When do they expire?
Look at
they
them
got,
carbs.
They got 3 days to expire.
Mm.
Let me help you. Give me some of these croissant rolls because Monica's gonna bring some chicken.
I was gonna bring some too until he walked in the room. He was like, when I woke up, he said, "I got you some Dairy Queen." I'm like, oh,
I swear that's how that
you.
went.
I said I was gonna make some chicken drumettes and some wings. I was gonna make some drumettes. He said, "Oh, okay." He said, "Well, you can make that tomorrow." I was like, "Okay, cool." I said, "What you want? Some rice and green beans or macaroni and cheese and something?" He's like, "You can do rice and green beans." I was like, "Okay, cool. I'll do that tomorrow."
Man, say.
Yep.
Man, I was ready.
Mm-hmm. Thought you were gonna get some chicken. Oh yeah, that's what you get. We're gonna be up here.
She got me, y'all. Because I just knew I was going to eat me some chicken with this roll. Matter of fact, I was ready to cut this in half and make a sandwich.
Fingers gonna be all greasy from tearing the chicken off. It's gonna be all nice and crunchy. Cause it's gonna be hot. Cause I'm sure gonna walk in here with my platter.
I was ready for that chicken, y'all. I brought me 3 croissants. And I was like, you know what? Let me grab me some butter.
So she was gonna say, "You didn't bring me no chicken." Like I told you, I wasn't bringing you no chicken. Well, I'm gonna steal
But
one.
let me tell y'all about her, because she was being petty about it, and she was thinking about it all night on how she was gonna come up in here with that chicken. And I was like, "It's all right, because I'm surprise her and be ready." I was gonna be ready for that chicken, is what I thought.
Oh, yep. I was gonna cook some chicken. That's all right. I'm gonna cook it tomorrow.
Listen, toast to the chicken
that I didn't have to prepare.
And I got me some butter. You know
what
who
does
got
it like Texas Roadhouse butter?
Huh?
It like Texas Roadhouse.
That's
butter.
all. No, it ain't. Because you know they got them specks in their butter.
Oh, that's cinnamon and sugar.
This is just regular butter.
Is it cinnamon and sugar, or is it just cinnamon? I think it's cinnamon and sugar.
No, it's just regular. But let me just say, they got some good rolls.
They do.
But the rest of their food is trash. Mm-mm.
You know,
I was done with them back when they was using the excuse to not clean up them pecan hubs or them peanut cracklings, whatever.
That's a part of their attire.
That's what they said, and I told them, no, that sounds like that's laziness. I didn't understand why my husband took me to that place. I was very upset.
I don't like I like their chicken fried steak. I just don't like that the crust don't stay on the steak when you cut it.
Let me tell you something. When y'all hear me say that, just brace yourself.
I am.
So my first experience there, I've only been there once, but I've eaten there 3 times, and all 3 times was trash. So I'm done. I'll go there. Somebody gave us a $50 gift card.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay. I heard a lot about this place. Let's go there. It's free. We even took the kids. Went there. I ordered a chicken fried steak. And I was halfway through my chicken fried steak and I ain't ate no chicken fried steak.
All crust.
It was all crust. Slathered in gravy. And I told him, I was like, I'm not eating no meat. You got some meat on yours? Brown like, yeah. So what your meat look like? A little old bit of thin sheep piece of meat. No, I don't have that. And he's like, you got it. I said, no, look. So I cut it in half, and I cut it, and I'm separating it. And he's like, you want some of mine? No. I was like, sir, Y'all gave me a chicken fried steak. I'm not paying for this because you gave me a chicken fried steak with no chicken fried steak in it. You just gave me the chicken fry. No steak. You just gave me the chicken fry with gravy and no steak
All crust.
on crust. And then they gave me literally one serving of potatoes that could have fit in this little thing.
Wow.
And it was bland. It didn't have no taste. And then they served me a fork. Now I always had this thing of eating with metal forks. I don't like how I can taste that metal in my mouth, you know. So I'm a plastic fork person. I told Brian, I said, ask them, can they bring me some plasticware? That man told me, no, ma'am, the plasticware is only for to-go orders.
That's a lie.
So I was like, okay. So I opened it up, and my fork had somebody else's food on it. And my knife. So me and Brian sitting up for sure. He was like, he's like, I just feel so bad because you just having bad luck with your food. And when I got there, I was already done. I didn't even want to sit down because it was peanut holes everywhere. Everywhere. I was like, sir, can you bring somebody over here to clean the table off? And he said, the table's clean, ma'am. I said, no, it's not. Look at all this food left on it. He said, oh, that's just a part of eating the peanuts. I said, no, that's lazy. Can you please come clean this off? And the kids sitting there. I said, don't do that. Don't do that. Put it on your napkin. Like I had no idea that that's what they did there. I just feel like that's dirty. I honestly do. So I was done with that place just in that one visit. I ain't been back either. Now the other 2 times that I ate there, Brian went there. And Brian came home with something when he was coaching. They ate there. And he came home with something. And he said, baby, the food was good. He said, so I got you what I ate. That way I know that you're going to like it. It wasn't even done. Baked chicken and it was still bloody.
Oh, damn. Not the chicken.
And then he got me another, something else that was it was half frozen in the middle.
Yeah. Texas Roadhouse just don't like you.
So that was a done deal.
Yeah. They just don't
That was done. So no, I don't do text. Don't do it. Don't. Y'all go. Don't invite me. I will not show up. I don't even want their bread. I be that mad.
They have some good bread.
And they got some good bread. I be just that mad. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even want their damn bread.
It ain't the bread fault. The bread didn't do it. It was the people.
I don't even want their bread. Now, who had Cheddar's had a good pop?
I've never had that pop.
They had a good pop. Their service is terrible.
Yeah, the last time me and Broslin went to Cheddar's, it wasn't.
Yeah. Their service sucks.
I think we got half off our bill. That's how bad it was. The food was horrible. The service was even worse.
Yeah. Y'all, if y'all just now jumping on this feed, today is Freestyle Thursday. And anything goes. So we just talking on random topics. And I'm eating a po' boy meal. I'm in survival mode.
At least you're not sucking on it.
Because somebody didn't bring me no chicken.
Look, I didn't have to cook. A meal was provided for me. Thanks to my son, Tayden. Oh, wait. Tomorrow's his birthday. He'll be the big 21.
I'm having a po' boy meal. Bread is the snack of today. I'm just saying. Y'all,
Oh, I think I will get me some lottery tickets today. No, tomorrow.
I'm gonna be back on here this Saturday for relationship Saturday.
What time you coming to the office Saturday? You might have to call me. I might be on the road. Got a damn 3-hour meeting.
Oh, you want to do a video thing?
Sure. Oh, well, I need to get one of them things for my car. Maybe I can get Tatum to go and he can drive back. That'll be interesting. No, I can just get one of them things for my car.
Has he ever driven on the highway?
Nope.
I put running on the highway and it was so clear. I said, now's the time for you to do it. That way you can focus on, concentrate on, steady in the car and driving straight. And there's absolutely nobody on the road. He finally gave in and said, okay. And I pulled over. He got in the chair and checkpoint, strapped up, get on the road. And this was on a Sunday. All of a sudden, 5 o'clock traffic.
Wow.
It was all around my baby. And this is the Mineola Highway. So we were coming from Athens. 5 o'clock traffic was all around my baby. He was scared to death. Then the police come and he did his U-turn because he doing his rounds. I said, okay, just when you get up here, just pull over and I'll take over. He was scared to death. He ain't been back behind that wheel since it's like he don't have a care in the world if he drive or not. And I'm trying to force him into it because it's like, I don't want you to have to depend on nobody.
Well, Tatum is looking
He like,
for
where
a
I'm
car.
gonna go? I'll just call one of my friends to come pick me up. I'm like, what if your friends can't come and get you? Okay, I will end this recording today. 365 days of faith. Today is March 13th, heavenly citizenship. So this says, our citizenship is in heaven, from which we also eagerly wait for the Savior, the Lord Jesus Christ. And this is Philippians 3:20. And then it says, live on earth as a citizen of heaven. Let Jesus guide you on the journey, for he will be the one to welcome you home. Well, that is such a touching closing verse for today, especially given the topic.
Mm-hmm.
So, once again, look at here. Now I got breadcrumbs everywhere.
Mm-hmm. You would have had chicken crumbs everywhere too.
But I just want to once again remind my family that I love them very much. And I am here if you need me. I am here during this trying time with our family. Keep our family in your prayers. Other than that, I will see you guys this Saturday right here. And if you see one of our AI pictures that we pop up there and it ain't spelt right, just mind your business. Okay? Look, don't judge.
That part.
Because we didn't do it. But we kept it because we liked the way it looked. Other than that,
Oh, it did it.
I will see you guys on this Saturday. Oh, and if you can't be with us on Saturday, we will be back here on Hot Topic Tuesday.
Yep.
Hot Topic Tuesday. And I'm glad we kind of got a schedule because it's kind of like between the hours of 5 and 5:15 that we just started getting started now. So, but other than that, thank you guys for logging in, listening to me, because you didn't have to. I appreciate you. And I hope to see all of you, if not one of you. I will still be thankful. And y'all have fun like we have fun. And we will see y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.